Hey guys, we rolling? All right, sweet. Welcome to the live podcast, guys. And here I'm with my co-host right here, Rick right here. We got Mehdi. This is the Be the Change Youth Coalition, and we're divided amongst 4 groups. We're the podcast group. We got the summit group. We got the social media group, and we've also got the research group. And we spread awareness about mental health, and also we educate our community about substance use. So welcome to the podcast. You got any statements? It's a live one.
Nothing. I'm just excited.
All right, cool.
It's a good day. It's a good day.
Good
Cool.
day.
We've got Mary over here, Mary Beer. She was the founder of this organization of Be the Change. So we want to thank you so much for being the first guest on our live podcast. and
Yeah.
For this opportunity.
Yeah, it's super great to be here with you, and we are at the summit right now.
Yeah,
right.
right now.
Right, we're shooting live at the summit. We got people lined up that are going to come on your show. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.
All year
Amazing.
long.
I love this summit. This summit is really good.
I love you guys so much.
We love you
great.
too.
Food.
The tacos were great.
All right.
Amazing.
We got to eat a little early because we're the podcast group.
Yeah.
That's right.
We got to eat the taco. I got like a whole steak taco. I got 2 of them.
This dude
All
has
right. Well, the
sour
summit's
cream.
going really well. So
It is going really well. I think lots of people are having fun. I'm like looking around me right now. Everyone's smiling. Everyone's happy.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Yeah,
together.
we got a pretty good lineup coming up.
This is
Yeah.
really good, and it's really like going with the theme: educate, communicate, and celebrate. Right?
Yeah.
right.
Of course. I'm really happy. I'm really
Right.
excited about this podcast.
All right.
All right. So we want to ask you how are you feeling about the summit so far?
I feel like we all worked so hard, and it shows. And so I feel very proud. I was walking around the tables and listening to you guys facilitate small group discussions and how far you have come since when we first started doing it. It's like group facilitation, it's an art. And so when I see young people that are facilitating conversations at tables, it's really beautiful. So I'm super proud.
Yeah.
I think that's
Thank
the
you.
biggest word.
Thank you.
Is proud.
Thank you.
We're really happy. Yeah, we were doing a few workshops just earlier. One of them was we basically like make our own like pattern where like. Let me start off. So, like, Rick, you know what I'm talking about. Like, we do, like, a little clap, and the next person has to mimic the same.
Yeah.
Oh,
Next
yeah.
person, you have to, it's like Simon says, but you have to repeat it and then
Yeah.
add one thing. So he would do a tap, and then I would do something like, I don't know, snap, and then it would pass on to Mehdi.
Like mindfulness, yeah?
Yeah,
Because you
yeah,
have
yeah,
to really
yeah.
pay attention.
To be
Yeah.
honest, it was kind of stressful, though. 'cause we had like
Yeah.
what, eight-ish people in our group.
I
We
felt
had
my
to,
gray
like-
hair's ticking in.
I mean, I was with my family, so it was pretty easy.
Oh, good.
But it's beautiful to do it with your family and everything.
See? Right?
It's great.
You can practice that with your family at home, too.
You know, it literally felt like we're all family, though, at this point. Like, we're all over here at the
I know.
summit.
Yeah.
Right?
Very
And so let's
close.
just treat it that way.
Let's treat it that way.
Yeah,
That's
we can
fair.
learn from each other today just as well.
That's fair. And earlier, we had another workshop, right? It was it a workshop or more like an activity?
Whoa.
It was the one where we basically went around and did said something that helped us de-stress.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That one? That one?
Yeah, yeah.
Where I said working out, for sure. That was
Yeah.
definitely the go-to
I
gym.
said music.
Said music, and what you say, Rick?
Music is great for me.
Oh, before that, Mary, would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, hi, everyone. My name is Mary Beer. I'm the Director for Alcohol and Other Drug Services at the Daly City Youth Health Center,
Yeah.
which is part of Jefferson Union High School District. And BTC, Be the Change Youth Coalition, is my youth leadership program. It's the best part of my job. I'm never giving it up. I don't care what anyone says. And yeah, that's me and my story.
I like that.
Nice.
Everyone loves you here.
Good.
She's a star of the show, guys.
Yeah. One of the nicest people I know, Mary. Great.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
She teaches everybody here. Like, she guides everyone here. She likes, she always has a smile on her face, and her smile is always the brightest. So, Mary's just, she's great like that, and I think we all love her.
That's so nice. Thank you so much.
course, Mary.
I
You're
appreciate
lucky.
it.
You're lucky. You get 3 more years with her.
Yeah, I get 3
this
more
is
years
last
with her.
year.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Kristen
We're
last
we're
year.
gone after.
Yeah,
this
I'm
year.
only a freshman.
Unless
so.
I come back.
I think they're trying to get your attention.
So, guys.
So, how do you think young people today can use their voices effectively to create real change?
I think that they have to start talking about what they care about to the people who make the decisions.
Yeah.
Right? And so we had a group this year that went in front of the Jefferson Union High School District Board.
I remember that,
And
yeah.
they had findings and solutions, and we're like, this is what we found out. This is how we think we should change things, and this is what we want you to do. And then you can keep decision makers accountable. Right? I'm a decision maker in my community.
Right.
We never have young people come and talk to us. It would be very helpful if that happened more often. Your voice really matters, and people will listen.
is it possible for like young people to like sign up to like come to like the city council and like talk?
Oh yeah, anyone can give a public comment.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, they have to
See
go through, like, a whole
something wrong,
sign-up
then make a
process?
public comment. And you guys are all good at talking on mics now anyway, so you're not going to be
Yeah.
afraid to get up there and make a comment.
Yeah, in front of like 5, 6
good
people,
stuff.
right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, like,
And if one of them's me,
yeah, and what is you? So
Yeah, I
like, so that's like a lock, of course.
yeah.
Moving on to like the educate part of the the summit.
Yeah.
Like, what's one thing that you've learned at the summit that you think more people in your community need to hear?
What have I learned at the summit that I think more people in my community need to hear? That talking about mental health is a really good thing to do, right? It's not something to be ashamed of when we're not feeling right. Like, if I'm feeling stressed or depressed, it's okay to talk about it instead of hide it. Be like, I'm fine, everything's fine. When I know inside everything's not fine. So I think the more we talk about it, the better off we're going to be.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So we can live in a more authentic world rather than an artificial
Yeah,
one.
and not be afraid to.
I really like that. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Well, I wanted to expand on the celebrate part,
Yeah.
Like, what's one moment or person or idea that, like, really, like, wowed you or, like, like, astonished you or surprised you? Like something today, like, that just, you were like, wow, it's, like, it's really come together, it's really happening. Like, which like,
All right.
today.
You said a bunch of questions, and I'm going to answer it.
My bad. Sorry, I got you, though.
It's the people that I want to celebrate, right? And so let's take Robbie, for instance. Okay? Robbie stepped up, right? He's been helping me along the way, doing media things here and there, but he stepped up this year and he took his own group,
yeah.
right? And so he led your group. That's not something Robbie does on a day-to-day basis. And so, Robbie Bancroft, we love you. We're so thankful that you were with us all year. We were very lucky. I'm sure you guys learned a lot from him, yes?
Yeah.
We did. We learned so
learned a
much.
lot.
No, he's been a very good leader, of course.
He talks very fast, but you can still learn a lot from him.
Yeah.
I love Robbie. I've known Robbie forever, and so it makes me feel very proud. And then we have our interns, right? All the interns in our program stepped up this year. We're going to be losing some of them. Shayma's going to be teaching at Westmore.
Really?
Right?
Really?
Robbie's
Wow.
leaving. Yeah, she's teaching ethnic
going to
studies at
Westmore.
Westmore.
That's a class at Westmore?
Yeah. That's a new class in the
New
district.
class. Oh, I see.
yes,
Okay.
new class in the
Okay, okay.
district. Yeah, good call. Yeah, you noticed that.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
like, I
thank
never
you
saw
for
in
having me.
catalog.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so
Well, yeah,
much, Mary.
thank you
So
so
much,
much,
Mary.
Mary.
You being
First
hopping on.
And just know, I will always be here for you.
Of course. Thank you.
Always.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mary.
Have a good one.
Have a good one, Mary.
See you later. All right,
So
guys.
we have a big lineup of guests coming up.
Yeah. We got one
Stevie,
coming
which-
on right now.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
Great.
Paris, nice to meet you.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Of course.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. My name's Ed, and I am a parent, and I'm also a volunteer teaching assistant at the high school.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. Oceana, right?
Oceana, yeah.
Nice,
Oh,
nice.
that's
We're all students there, so
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
that's really cool.
We're happy to have you.
Thank you.
Really happy. We would like to ask you a few questions. They're just regarding to like the theme of this summit over here.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you on, how the theme is educate, communicate, and celebrate.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you about educate. So what's one thing you've learned today at the summit that you think more people in your community should hear?
I think from just realizing that mental health is an important
Yeah.
subject for everybody, including the youth. Just knowing that that's something that's important. Yeah, just participating here, it made me think of some questions. That I'm going to ask my kids. Like, how am I as a parent? Providing what they need, right? And what can I do differently? And also as a teacher, how does that work?
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Nice. Well, building off those 3 categories, I'd like to build on communicate. How do you think young people today can use their voices more effectively to create real change?
I think that's really interesting. Well, definitely programs like this.
For sure. Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's hard for me to think. It's it's
Sorry.
Yeah, it's just so much, I know.
It's a tall order, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I mean, there's also social media. Lots of young people using social media, right?
Yes,
That's a
yes,
good
there
one.
it is, right.
That's good. But this event is definitely something good. Like, if there's more events like this, not even in our community of Pacifica, but like in other cities local to Bay Area, it would be awesome.
It would be, right?
Yeah.
It would be.
I mean, that's kind of
It'd
our
be a
goal, right?
Game changer.
Yeah,
Like,
and looking
it's,
around.
it's like, get people's voices out, let them be heard. Like, that's what we're here for. And, we're always open. We're open to everybody. And, that's just, something that, Mary and everyone here has came together to do. And it's just beautiful, We have a community that's here to stand up for, what they believe, how the youth has been acting up. And, it's just really beautiful in my opinion.
I like what you say, right? In terms of, I think bringing the understanding that mental health is part of how people live,
Yeah.
right? And because it's easy to we can understand each other better. It's easy to misjudge people
Yeah.
when we don't understand that behaviors. But that mental health is part of how people behave.
Yeah.
So, that's key for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
And-
sure.
And to finish it up, like for this celebration, like what's one moment or person or idea that you think is worth celebrating today?
I think just the fact that this is part of the conversation now. It certainly was not back when I was your
Yeah.
age, and it's good. And we need to spread the word. People need to be aware. People need to know that they can talk about this.
Of course, yeah.
Right.
How was it back then?
It was invisible to me.
Mental health was invisible.
It was invisible, right? There was, and there were. It was stigmatized. Like people thought that it's like, oh, we don't talk
Yeah.
about that, or there's something wrong with you. And really now I'm aware, and I'm glad youth are being.
Yeah.
Everybody's it's becoming. Commonly known that it's a part of life, part of being human, and we all need to take care of it.
Yeah.
I like how you said that. We all have to take care of it. It's not like
Yeah.
a disease or like
Exactly.
any
It's like going to the gym. It's like
Yeah.
eating good food. It's normal. Everybody needs.
Yes.
Yeah, that's perfectly said. Thank you. Do you have any like last final comments you'd like to say on this live podcast?
I'm just really grateful you guys are doing this. I've learned so much already just being
Thank
here.
you,
Cool,
man.
cool. You got some tacos?
What's that?
You got some tacos?
Not yet, but I'm
Go get 'em.
on my way.
Hey, go eat it, man.
Yeah,
It was great having you.
all
right.
You have a great one.
Enjoy. Take care.
Have a
Good
good
talking
one,
to you.
man.
And
Thank you so much, guys.
we'll be
We
having
got
another
one more.
guest coming
Oh my
up.
God.
Holy.
Holy.
It's my sister. It's my
A
sister.
blast from the past.
Exactly.
Wow.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
How you doing, Danielle?
We're all
Good.
excited. Yeah. Do you want to introduce yourself to the new viewers?
Hi, I'm Donia. I was the old podcast facilitator like 4 years ago, 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Three.
Well, I've been
3
here
years
for
ago.
so
Yeah.
Three.
Like two.
And I'm
Two.
back to support everyone in the Summit BTC
that's lit.
Memory Lane.
We like that. Do you want to ask your sister a question first?
Well,
Well, I came back and there's now my brother.
there's a couple questions, but first of all, like, how are you liking the summit? Is it?
It's amazing. I think you guys grew so much since the last time I saw you guys at Summit. You guys are doing so much better than the first time. I love seeing you guys grow. Seeing my brother in my group, it's amazing. I love it. And I really like to see you guys how much it grew from like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say we grow a lot. I'm not
Yeah.
sure about Rick, but
What?
I'm just kidding.
Wow. Whatever.
I mean, I was in like
Amazing.
6th grade 3 years ago, so.
Yeah. Wow.
You're the old middle school.
I'm a little
Yeah, I was 23 years
You're
ago.
still finishing college, right? And now you're done.
Yeah, I'm an alum. I graduated,
Exactly.
finally in English
Congrats.
with a
That's
focus
good.
in writing, professional writing.
Perfect.
That's lit.
So
How do you
if
feel
you-
about ChatGPT?
ChatGPT. It could be helpful, but I don't think it should write your essay because I've seen essays that are ChatGPT. It sucks.
Definitely does. Yeah.
I got a B in my English course because I used it to fix my grammar, and I've never gotten a B in English ever. I can get A's, so
Okay.
never again.
So you're ChatGPT Pro Max, basically.
Well,
better than
I
ChatGPT.
am now a professional in that field, so I hope
Okay.
You know,
Okay. So what's one thing you've learned at the summit that you think more people in our community need to hear?
he's hitting the table.
You just hit it. I'm messing with you.
Dude, now I got siblings fighting.
No. But we got a couple questions to ask. Like,
Yeah. So like, what's one thing that you've learned at the summit that you think more people in our community need to hear?
What did I learn? I think what we do here, especially youth-led programs, should be more taught, and it should be more led by youth, because
Yeah.
I feel like youth listens to youth. One thing I really like is that a lot about how to do drug prevention, anxiety within youth. I think it's not spoken a lot. I think a lot of times the youth is not heard as much as they should be. So that's something I really like about the summit.
Yeah, I'll definitely agree with you. It definitely gives a voice, especially like us, a literal voice. Like we literally have mics right now.
yeah, facts. I mean,
So, how do you think young people today can use their voices more effectively to create real change?
I think that the youth knows what goes on in their community, and the older we get, we forget how we acted as teenagers or like young adults. I forgot how I acted in high school. Sometimes I just don't go what happened in my head and like what was going through my head when I was in high school, even though it wasn't not that long ago. It's still like you forget why you did things, and I feel like the youth can help youth, while adults sometimes are like, why do they act like that? So I feel like they're better and be like, well, I get it. So
yeah.
More relatable. Wow.
And you know, one more question. What was one moment, person, or idea that you think like deserves to be celebrated today?
what person?
Or like just a moment or an idea, like something that happened today that you think deserves to be celebrated?
I think something that should be celebrated is the youth. The youth should be celebrated because I feel like you guys do such a good job, and I feel like adults wouldn't be able to do what you guys are able to do. And if they do it, it's not as like organized, or it's not as fun, and it's not as like has so much depth in it, and they don't bring as much community together. And usually when adults do it, it's like they're speaking and they're just reading things, while here it's like activities and everything. And I really think youth should be celebrated.
I agree.
Yeah.
We should be celebrating, right?
Yeah,
Definitely should be celebrated.
even though technically you guys won't be youth in a couple years.
I mean, I'm like already 18,
Yeah, this
so.
guy's not a youth.
Yeah, he's not
Well, that
youth.
is youth technically until you're 24.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
So you're youth?
I am technically, yeah.
So we're all youth?
We're all youth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's it.
you guys are young adults.
Oh,
Or
sick.
like, yeah.
We're youth.
Well, he's still a minor, so.
Yeah.
You're 17?
Yeah.
And that guy's beyond a minor.
But,
That guy's like 14.
He's more
know-
than a minor.
It was great having you, Dunya. You know, have a good one. We're gonna have some more guests come up soon.
Okay.
And
all right, perfect.
you
Yeah,
for
thank
coming
you
on
so
the
much.
podcast.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Take care.
Adios.
Have a good one.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.
Bye bye. Next guy's coming up. Lilo and Stitch.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good.
Nice. Yes, we're gonna ask you a few questions like regarding to the theme of the summit. Okay. You excited? All right, cool. So, what's one thing that you've learned at the summit today that you think more people in our community need to hear?
Well, I really think that we should learn not to use bad, like alcoholic things, and because they can really change your life a lot.
I like that. That's really good said. Really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
Following that, how do you think young people today can use their voice to create real change?
I feel like it can start from a very small community, but even a small community can make a big change.
Definitely. And for anyone who doesn't know you, could you just introduce yourself to the camera?
Okay. Hi, my name is Kaya, and I'm 9 years old.
9 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Same
That's
age-
impressive.
same age as my brother.
You're
Inspiring.
9?
Yeah.
Dang.
You're inspiring me. If I was 9, I would not.
Yeah, I wouldn't do this if I was
on a
already there.
podcast.
I'd
I'd
be too
probably be
nervous.
like eating Legos or something.
Eating
I don't
Legos.
really know.
Bro, I'd be eating all those tacos if I was 9 and I was here.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But any questions to ask?
We're really happy that you're joining us here today.
Yeah,
What's
thank
your
you.
favorite part of the summit today?
My favorite part is like We are doing a bunch of these fun games. Like I saw some people doing drawing what people see them on the outside and what they feel on the inside. That looked very cool, and yeah.
I like that. Are you excited for the prizes? Are you excited for the
Yeah, I'm really
rewards we're
excited.
given? All right, cool.
Damn.
We liked it. Thank you so much for joining us today.
It was
Have
great
fun.
having
Thank you for being on our
Okay?
podcast.
You know,
Of
have a
course,
great
yeah.
one.
Take care. We'll see you
Yeah.
later.
See you later.
Oh shoot.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
you guys?
We're doing good. So,
Episode 2.
episode 2, this is part 2.
Hey.
We just shot an episode with her. You can come go check it out. Hit the little channel or go see us at Be the Change Youth Co. on
Yeah.
YouTube. We have a video with her. She talks about Narcan. She talks about the organization Hope and what it does in our community. But would you like to formally introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Rihanna. I am here on behalf of my organization, Hope, which stands for Healing, Overdose Prevention, and Education.
Nice.
Well, it's great to meet you. This is my first time meeting you.
Good to meet you, too.
I'm usually with them.
I heard.
He was busy.
He was really busy
sidetracked
back then.
last podcast.
okay,
I'm sorry
okay.
about that, but it's great meeting you.
You too.
You know, and I'm hope that we can, we'll talk and see
Sure.
your point of view on everything.
Yeah.
And if how's Summit? Is it?
It's
to
pretty
your
cool.
liking?
Yeah, this is awesome. It's a good idea. I'm a big fan of getting in it young and making sure that kids are aware of things that are important to protecting yourself and keeping yourself healthy and alive.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. What's one thing that you've learned at the summit today that you think more people in our community should hear?
Definitely stress relief. Stress is beyond the fact of just mentally stress is tough. It's really
course.
bad on your body.
It is.
So I think it's important to understand about managing your stress.
Yeah.
Of course. I like that. Well said.
Following
well said.
that, how do you think young people today can use their voices to effectively create real change?
By just speaking up at all. I think a lot of young people are a little scared. Sometimes I think it's really tough to be the one to step up and do something. And so I think just having that ability to be confident and be a leader, I think is really important, because once one person does it, it tends to bring everyone else as well.
I agree. Stepping up as a leader, it definitely feels like you're taking a huge load of responsibility, and you just feel too young to do it because throughout your life you just have an adult that you're kind of depending on, right?
Yep.
But once you
exactly.
get that age and you realize no one's coming to save you, then you gotta step up. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
And is there anything that you've seen today that you think deserves celebrating, or?
Yeah, I think all of you guys. The fact that
you.
you guys organize
Thank
this
you.
and you do
Thank
this, pretty much for no reason other than it's what you feel is right. I think that's amazing, and I think it's very important for other kids to see that as well.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. Thank
really
you so
appreciate
much.
that,
Yeah,
all
totally.
of us.
Thank you. Yeah, you're doing a lot for this community as well. We really appreciate the
Try my
Narcan
best.
distribution. You're doing good, honestly. You came on our podcast. You're over here right now. You're at the
Yep.
summit. You're doing a lot for this community. You should be
Yeah.
really proud. Thank you. We really appreciate
And you guys
it.
ask good questions too.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You give good answers.
Yeah.
I try.
You do give great answers.
No, last
Thanks.
podcast you did really good. You brought all the examples.
That was
You
a
brought
great
Narcan,
podcast.
The
Yeah.
little, I think that was our best one yet.
Yeah, I could have
Yeah.
gone longer. I could have kept going.
Was
right?
was missing someone though.
What is it? What did y'all do for the last podcast?
What, the last episode?
We interviewed her.
He wasn't there.
He
though.
was
This guy-
busy.
I was busy. I'm so sorry. I was busy doing something, but
It's all right. I'll be around.
it's okay. And next
I'm not
year,
going anywhere.
next year they're gonna be gone. I'm gonna be here by myself. I'm gonna recruit some more people for podcasts.
All right. I hope
We're
you get.
locking
I
in.
hope you get some
Yeah.
other. Good
This is the new
ideas.
face of the podcast right here.
Yeah.
Come on.
The
I'm
face
always
is not going to be
available.
there.
For sure, I got you. We're gonna have a lot of conversations together.
Yeah, mark me
I
down.
promise.
I'm available.
All right, perfect.
Nice.
Thank you so much for joining
We
us.
really
Rianne. Did you
appreciate
get
you.
some tacos yet?
Yep, I did. Thanks for the
Perfect.
tacos.
Good.
That was,
Nice.
you guys even have
Nice.
enchiladas over there. That's amazing spread you guys got.
It was?
Yeah, there's some
nice.
trays of enchiladas, man.
I'm about
Yeah.
to guess some.
I had one. It was good. It was good. Thank
was
you so
great.
much for being
Yeah,
on this podcast.
Thank you
of
once
course.
again.
No
Enjoy
problem.
yourself
Yeah.
at the summit.
I'm glad I'm
And
here.
have a great time at
course.
Summit.
Cool, thanks.
Of course.
Have a good one.
Next
Oh
person
my
coming
God!
up.
Is that our former co-host?
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh my
former
God! This is our
co-host.
former co-host right here.
Podcast former co-host.
You want to formally introduce yourself to any new viewers?
Yes, sir. So my name's Antonio. I was a previous co-host of the PCT podcast. I left last year actually, moved to a different school, Terra Nova. Happy to come back to the summit.
Okay. Yeah.
See all you guys.
We missed you when you were on that one episode with us. The intro episode last year.
One episode.
Yep.
Where you sat there, looked pretty, and just said hi. My name's Antonio. We appreciate that. But we're gonna ask you a few questions about the summit. So like,
Yeah.
so what's one thing that you learned at the summit today that you think more people in our community need to hear?
They need a. The main thing that I took away was they need to get an activity to help cope with their stress. Different activities work for different people, and it's very beneficial. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. No, there's some good workshops. Yeah, for sure. I'm excited for the rest of them too. We're gonna have a few more, right?
Oh yeah, really?
So,
Like an hour or two.
As like a kind of like an old person, how do you think young people today can use their voices effectively to create real change?
Can use their voices effectively.
Yeah.
Effectively, that's a good question, Rick. Effectively, they can start groups such as this one that as Mary Beer has created, and rally a lot of other young voices.
Like clubs at school, right?
Yeah, clubs at school. But now everything's also digital.
So you're saying social media accounts as well?
Take it to social media. Yeah, you know, we see a lot of divided issues and a lot of opinions rise online. And
Like on
that's very
TikTok,
easy to
on
do
Instagram.
nowadays. Yeah.
Of course.
So
Yeah.
that's
No.
definitely something kids can do.
I agree. Yeah. Social media is a good idea.
I mean, yeah, we have our social media group, which they definitely get their voices
Honestly,
out
we're
there.
also social media group. I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, I
feel
mean,
like-
yeah, we're both together.
We're posting all these clips.
You guys
Yeah,
should
we
just-
both
yeah.
Just kidding a lot.
But you know, we gotta get it out there.
We gotta get it
You got any questions?
I think you should ask one.
Nah, I
you
should
should
ask
ask one, bro.
I got you.
Yeah.
What's it called? Anything today that you think was like really like astonishing to you? That was
Worth celebrating.
worth celebrating. You know.
Specifically here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like today.
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
thoughts on the BTC. I mean,
Something great
summit.
was the presentations that were given and the video that was shown. Again, it moved a lot of people. Saw a lot of tears in other people's eyes. You know, I think it moved a lot of people
I
Yeah.
agree. That was a very moving video.
towards the
in
right
beginning.
direction.
That was
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was my first time seeing it, so you know.
It was our first time too. We've been here.
Yeah.
I've been here for 3. You've been here for 4.
The first video, right?
Yeah, the first video.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I mean, you've been
really
here for 3 because you went
moved me.
for
Yeah,
first.
that's right.
I guess we're gonna have to wrap up the podcast, guys. No.
Oh shoot.
But, yeah, I don't know where we're stopping. My bad, guys. But you know, they're setting some stuff up right now.
Yeah,
so
I know. Like,
it's
alright,
okay
cool.
though.
It's just loud though. Like, I feel like it's gonna override the microphone.
Is this your
Yes, I thought like you couldn't hear
is
it.
this your guys' last podcast of the year, or do you guys have some more?
I mean, I guess so.
I mean, are we gonna do like
Summer
a farewell
podcast?
one, like a mini one or something?
I don't
maybe
know.
50-50?
You know, you guys just have to follow our social media accounts, BTC Youth Co, just to like
Yeah.
figure out if this is our last
BTC
one. We might
Youth
have
Co
one
on
more
Instagram.
that could be a banger. Who knows?
Yeah, it could be a
just
banger.
follow and you'll find out.
Yeah, go do
So,
that.
thank you so much for being here, Antonio.
Yep,
okay,
thanks for having me.
Have fun.
It was
To
great- it was
you
great
got some
meeting you.
tacos yet?
Yep. Yep.
All right,
Very
go get
good.
some more.
Alrighty.
Hold on,
Thanks
one
very
quick
much.
question. One quick question.
Have a
Yep.
good one.
100 men versus one gorilla. Who's winning?
Dude, I'm taking 50 men. Will be
50 men. I
50
believe you,
men?
bro.
He's taking 50 Antonios, bro.
I agree with that.
All right, see you, bro.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
have a
much.
good one. Our next guest
How you
coming
doing?
up.
Oh, who's this next guest?
How you doing?
Could you? Oh, you're being
good,
very
I'm good.
formal with us. Just
Now
shaking
sit
our
down.
hands and stuff, okay?
Introduce yourself. What's your name?
So, hello, my name's Carter Primer. I'm actually part of the mental health workshop here for the summit, and
Cool.
I just ran through the activities that we all
Wow, wow.
were going
Can you
through.
tell us about it?
Telling you a little bit about it. So basically what happened was every group would go around and engage in a mindfulness activity game. For example, my group had like a card game where we would read a card, it would give us some directions, and then we would do the directions on the card. Like one, for example, was we had to like mimic someone, we had to mimic a partner that we had without like knowing or without speaking or doing anything like that. And that was kind of just the game.
How do you do that?
What do you mean?
Like, how do you like mimic someone without like?
So one person, say we had like our hands up, one person would move their hands a little bit, and then the other person would just follow.
Oh, I
So
got
like all
you.
together,
So,
like practice run, practice
Yeah.
run.
So like,
What do you mean?
So like
practice on hand.
we would have our hands close together like this. I would move my hands slightly, and you'd follow, and then we do that, and then you go like that. Yeah, that's what we did.
I mean that
What
sounds
is
so
that?
fun.
What exactly does that accomplish?
Yeah.
Yeah, what does it accomplish?
It builds teamwork and like
Community.
community, like with your partner, getting to know someone new. 'Cause
yeah,
I
it's
didn't really
fun.
know many people at my table.
Okay, good.
interesting.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess that is a good way to build those friendships.
okay
I guess.
way.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know,
guess so.
I think we got some just quick questions for you.
Yes,
You want
thank
to start it off?
Yeah,
first?
sure. So, like, what's one thing that you learned at the summit today that you think more people in our community should hear?
I think one thing that I learned at the summit that was pretty like impactful on me was it came from our video that we showed.
Yeah.
Sort of showing how so many different people like use different techniques. For example, Catcher meditating, Alan and myself playing basketball, Andy driving. All those like different techniques that people can use to practice their mindfulness. Just pretty interesting and cool.
Driving's an interesting one. I can't lie.
I
wasn't
love
it,
driving.
Like, listening to music or something.
Yeah. We had some pretty cool NBA YoungBoy music playing in the
Okay,
background.
okay.
You couldn't really hear it on the video, but we were blasting it.
Okay, well, I wonder how fast you're going, though.
Following that, how do you think young people today can use their voice effectively to create real change?
I think something that they need to do is sort of be like a community, if that makes sense, where young people like if they can get in a community and educate themselves more, I think it would help each of them then like lead that into, because they're the future generation. Say a bunch of 10-year-olds get together and they start actually learning about these issues that they may not want to learn about or something like that. It can lead to stopping all of the like terrible things that happen with like drunk driving. If a bunch of teenagers know how dangerous it is, they like obviously won't want to do it as much because it's so risky.
The thing is, I believe that everyone knows is very dangerous. However, this keeps on like continuing to happen. So, if anything, what we need to do is denormalize it.
Yeah.
I think yes, denormalizing it,
For
but also
sure.
at the same time, I think people don't necessarily realize how dangerous it is since they do keep doing it. Because like if you can properly educate someone to like make them realize just how dangerous drunk driving is, then they're not going to want to do it. Like
They might think they're sober enough to drive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Right,
that's another thing where
I think
people
that's what you
need
mean.
to
Judgment's
learn
blind.
to
Yeah.
identify when they are as drunk as they may be. But if it makes sense, sort of, that if you know, like, how the drunkenness will affect you, like, set your own limits, but obviously, like, you should make plans before engaging in that stuff.
But even though we have to denormalize underage drinking, right?
Yeah, I do agree with that.
Honestly, we have to denormalize
It's not
that,
something
right?
that's okay and that should.
I mean, the legal drinking age is 21, and there's like lots of minors drinking, especially in college too. So like,
Yeah,
if
frat
you think about
parties.
this, if you think about this, then this like issue that the summit is advocating for could go beyond just high schoolers and middle schoolers.
And you know,
'Cause
Chris,
you go to college kids too.
I think a lot of that is like stress, and the youth really, because you know puberty and high school in general, it's so complicated, and the human brain is so like it's so different. So like you know it's we don't know what the brain thinks, and you know the stress just builds up to certain people, and they're like, just let it go, it's cool. You know they just, that's how they think, that's how they feel, and you know it's not right. That's why we have to denormalize it. And you know once we do that, you know, have your community, have your school, have your like the summit group, the BTC, you know, help you out, talk to people, and it's like there's always community somewhere. There's always a
BTC
community.
is a family, right?
Yeah, there's always a community there to help you. You just have to be willing to look for it.
I like that.
And,
that's good.
You know,
That's good. Carter, do you want any closing statements?
I think closing statements should just sort of be like, always like speak your mind and just know that there's always someone there for you to speak. Like no matter what, everyone I think should try and have at least someone in their life who they can speak to. And if you don't, there are services online. Like we've shown in our presentation today here at the BTC Youth Summit. Please come next year, by the way, to just like find anyone who's willing to talk to you if you have something that's going on.
If it gets bad, you can even talk to Snapchat AI.
Yes.
Right?
I mean,
That's
AI,
when it gets really bad.
It gets that bad.
AI is
It gets
pretty
that
good.
bad.
I don't know. I'd rather just talk
Maybe
to a
not
real
Siri,
person.
but
I don't know.
I hope it
AI is
never
getting
gets bad
pretty
for any of us,
realistic.
guys.
I found a Mata AI the other day, so
Really?
That's pretty
it
confusing.
was in health class. My friend Hassan made it.
Are you being serious?
Did you actually make it?
Wow.
You didn't hear about that?
No, I didn't.
Thank you so
But,
much,
it was
Carter.
great having you,
We
Carter.
appreciate it.
Of course.
Take
Thank you
care.
guys.
We
Thank
all
you.
love
Thank
you.
you for coming on our
Thank you later.
podcast.
See you later.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you, Rick.
All right, guys.
Carter.
Shout out my boy Carlos.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. Oh my
Oh
God.
my gosh, it's Robbie.
guy?
Have your last
What the heck?
podcast
Oh my
about your
God.
boy Robbie B.
We love Robbie.
Yeah.
We love Robbie. This
What's up, Rob?
We got 5 more
How you doing,
special
dog?
minutes.
Yeah.
Whatever you guys want to talk about. You
Let's
don't even
talk
need any
about-
questions.
You don't even need
Let's
the
talk about
questions.
your future with the summit, or not future.
I
with
see
BTC.
smash burgers in our future. I'm just-
Smash burgers.
Ooh,
You know,
that
I'm
sounds
looking a
good.
little hungry right now. So
I think food is good for your mental health.
Yeah, it helps you
Food is
de-stress.
great.
Not too
Yeah,
much.
it's
Not too
really
much.
great.
Yeah, not too much food in moderation, including in moderation. But
moderation.
yeah, I didn't mean to throw a
That's
curveball.
okay.
at you,
I
but if
love
you
the
wanna ask
energy.
questions,
I
go
love the
ahead.
energy.
I just
see
saw
you
you
coming
guys
in
here.
here.
Proud to be here. Proud to be
Yeah.
a part of it. But yeah, take it away.
How
You
long
got-
you been in BTC for?
Like probably as long as you, right? 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
Yeah. So I
Yep.
feel like we grew together, and this is a culmination of all of our work now. And so
I like that.
3 years,
I like that.
and hopefully you're gonna come back. If I come back,
Are you gonna come back?
maybe.
Next
if
year?
you guys come back, I'll come back.
I mean, you know, we're in the skyline grind, so I gotta.
Honestly,
You could have my
internship
job.
doesn't sound bad.
basically,
I'm gonna be here next year.
I think you guys be great. You still might need a little,
Yeah.
little guidance.
A little guidance.
You need
Just a
some
little
guidance.
bit.
Just a little bit.
Dang.
Yeah. If we came back as interns, would we be would we be hosts? I mean, like we're still youth.
I
but,
don't
like,
know host, but you could still come on. But I think you guys can graduate to like more of a leadership role because you guys have shown that
Yeah,
you know what
that's
you're
fair.
doing.
Yeah, we could pretty much.
And
do
then
this.
you know you could always ask them questions. But if you need to fill in, it's your world. You could do whatever you
To
want.
be honest, yeah, that's facts. That's facts. All right, yeah, I appreciate that.
And
How are you liking the summit so far?
I think it's great. The turnout's great. We had a little bit of a slow start, but I like the fact that all the folks on the like all the booths and stuff,
Yeah.
like the library in the City of Pacifica, Hope, and who else? Daly City Youth Health Center. I like how they're participating also.
Yeah, do you see the library? They're like proposing a new library.
Yeah, I think I've been
it
working at the
Shopper?
library a
Yeah.
lot actually because my laptop died, and it's a great resource. Like it's not just books; it's
Yeah.
like it's got everything. Even like Adobe Suite, you can edit videos.
Where your
and stuff
laptop
there,
died,
too.
but like your laptop doesn't work.
Yeah,
anymore?
like it won't start. So now I just
oh, really?
rented. I rented a laptop from the
man.
library. And
What
a
is it,
hotspot.
Apple or Microsoft?
It's neither. Oh, probably Microsoft, but it's like the
man.
gaming computer that I used to have. But it just
It's
didn't
Microsoft,
didn't open one day.
Dang,
but I just had to keep it
garbage.
moving, so I went to the library.
You gotta-
and-
you gotta hit it up. What is
you're a
it,
big
Dell?
gamer, Robbie.
No, I'm just a big worker.
Big worker.
But I
Yeah,
need the
hey,
big
we
screen
appreciate
and
that. We
the quick
appreciate
RAM. Is that what it is?
Nah,
He's
that's
playing
cool.
the
You know we
Smash
love it.
Burgers, and all of a sudden, just
Smash
stop.
Yeah,
Burgers.
super,
The Smash
super
Burgers are
Smash
so good.
Burgers.
Yeah, when's
Burgers.
Smash Burgers opening?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Tease
Oh.
us
Yeah, I need some free Smash Burgers, Robbie.
You think so?
Hopefully soon.
All right, bet. Then
We'll,
next
we'll
year,
clip
summit,
this
we
when
can
it
have
opens,
some-
and you guys will be there as the food
Oh,
influencers.
yeah,
we
Try
can,
and-
we
try
can
and
do
bring
that.
it.
Exactly.
Okay.
What if we made a podcast upstairs?
We need a name for it. Oh wait, you already know the name, so never mind.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, podcast upstairs.
All podcast upstairs. I
Sweet.
like that. We
Podcast
come back here and we talk
upstairs.
about Smash Burgers.
Yes. Can I ask how you guys are enjoying the summit, and maybe
Yeah, I
one
mean-
thing that you want to reflect on from
For sure.
BTC?
Yeah, we'll start from Mehdi.
Oh,
First summit, right?
You know, first summit here. I already love it. Not like it, I love it, and I'll tell you exactly why. Right? Because my family's here, and I love seeing them participate in these type of activities, and it opens my mind up, and yeah, you know, I love it. And what I reflected upon off of this is that really, if you find the right community, you can like they'll help you. Like you can make it
That's
through
good. That's deep.
anything. And I really you know, we all go through personal things. I think I'm going through little personal things, and no one knows, but you know, like this helps me a little bit. Like
Nice. It's good to hear.
like it helps me to an amount where like I want to keep doing this. And you know, I love all y'all guys. You know,
Nice.
like it's great being with all of you guys.
Yeah, you guys have come a long way, and you got the it factor. So I encourage you not to stop and just stick with your gut and stick with your community. And,
Of course.
And yeah, you gotta. If I was podcasting at your guys' age, oh man, it would. You don't even know.
Would we be like viral? Would we be famous?
It's not about being viral. I think I'd be further along in the journey, but like. You
You're
guys are
gonna
getting
stop
like we didn't even have smartphones when I was your guys' age.
Oh, that's
like
why.
Really?
Facebook didn't come out until I graduated. So like you guys are up against a lot of things that I didn't even have. But
Yeah, for sure.
Imagine if I would have started at your age. But so you guys are on the right trajectory. I
New
wouldn't change a
technology,
thing.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Rick, how are you feeling about the summit? Anything you want to reflect on from BTC?
I don't really have much to say, to be honest. It's a great event. Great turnout, great everything, great food. Oh my God.
What
Great
was a
food.
highlight from BTC for you in general?
Oh, BTC in general? Just all the podcasts, all the recording days. So fun. So engaging. I don't really have much else to
That's
say.
Rick's fun face. Love it.
Fun face.
I really like the tacos. I really like talking to so many different people who attended this event.
Yeah.
And seeing what their opinions are on certain subjects, talking about mental health. And I really appreciate one thing about BTC, definitely with being with my friends and just like hanging out with them while doing something good for our community.
And you guys are making a difference. Like you saw the video, like that happened when I was your age. So once you graduate high school, you got the whole world ahead of you, against you. But just stick together, and rely on your friends and your resources. I guess we got to wrap up now. I totally took over the interview, but is there one more question you want to ask, or is there anything you want to say
Any
before we
closing
sign
statement?
up? No, just thank you guys for all your hard work.
All right,
and
cool.
I look forward to continuing the work. Just
Tune
if
into
I'm not at
Robbie's World,
BTC,
guys.
if you're not at BTC,
Thanks for all the help.
this isn't the end of our
okay.
journey, and I'm really proud of you guys.
You got us a long
Thank
way,
you so
Robbie.
much.
And follow us on
So much.
BTC Youth Co.
Yeah.
BTC Youth Co.
All right, peace.
All right.
Thank you, Robbie. All right, guys.
Well,
Those are our final guests.
that was our final guest.
Maybe a final podcast. Follow us at BTC Youth Co. You can maybe check it out if it is our final podcast.
It's always something.
And we're always posting new content there, and we definitely will next week and next coming weeks because we have to post.
Yeah.
Keep you guys updated, right?
Yeah.
So thank you so much for tuning in.
Beautiful summit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for everybody coming to the summit. Bye.